Beach Bums Media proudly presents In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. You can follow them on X and Instagram. Their tags are Buzz Media with a Z, or just search for them on major podcast platforms, including Amazon Music and YouTube. In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. Check out their Facebook page as well. Studio lines are open 850-588-9275. Bumper music is provided by bensound.com. Yay. My name is Kathy. Here is Rob and Ashley.
All right, and thank you so much, Kathy, for that intro, and welcome to one and all from wherever you are. He is just plain Rob from the Stark Naked Truth, and I'm Ashley right here in the Beer Cave. Thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your day. We really do appreciate it. Our beverages are supplied by Watford Chevron Food Mart, Front Beach Road at Ann Avenue. Best coffee on the beach, coldest beer in town. Make sure you stop in that you heard it about them from Rob and Ashley. Wow. Oh, before we get going on anything, happy birthday to you. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
But happy big 6-0. And we have
Yes, the 60th.
we have stuff.
You have stuff?
I have stuff.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
I know what that is.
It comes with a straw and a cleaner. Okay, I lied I didn't talk to him on the phone. I saw him in person.
Okay.
He got a Always Sisters
This
mug.
is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Always Sisters. This is awesome.
Here's the tip that goes on the straw.
Oh, okay.
They had different colors. I thought I'd gay it up.
Yeah.
Give you a yellow one.
Appreciate that. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
And we can't let the Big 6-0 go without a second one.
A second one.
So,
This one I have not seen yet.
no, it's a new picture, new design.
All right.
It's another Always Sisters picture.
Another, yeah. Thank you so much, Always Sisters, and thank you, Ashley, indeed.
And yes, you get a flashlight.
There's a big box of flashlights back here, and I just asked Ashley, "Hey, Ashley, got enough flashlights?"
I bought like 15. They were on sale. They were like it's the big yellow 9-volt Ever Ready. But it only takes 2 C cells or 4 AA's.
Oh, okay.
It's got a 1 LED light in it, and they went on sale for $1 a piece. And Dee said, "Get all you can get." I go, "I don't need 1,300 flashlights." So I compromised for 15. We're giving them out to all the kids and grandkids and neighbors and all kind of stuff.
And 60-year-olds.
It's 60-year-olds. And Paco from the Bay County Sheriff's Department stopped by yesterday looking for you. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all, to tell you the truth.
No, he was looking for something else, and he wanted me to tell you happy birthday. And I did make that note for you to talk about. That was just insane.
Yeah. This should I say? Let's just do it now.
Yeah, no, that's why we threw it out there, is because
and it's been all over the news this morning locally too.
And this is it's stupid. It's all right. Everybody's heard about all these TikTok challenges or whatever these challenges are that students do, and I can't remember the last one.
The last one was like the teaspoon of cinnamon challenge or something like that.
Oh, well,
and
I'm way behind because I don't keep up.
Well,
so.
then there was the Tide Pod challenge.
Okay.
Stupid.
And that's when they had to go put all those warnings on there. And
Yeah, not for ingestion. Well,
yeah.
The latest one, and it came over the news, and I had to call Ashley. As soon as I heard it, I was laughing. I said, "There's a new challenge going around Bay County schools. It's called the Hot Sauce Challenge." And there is a Bay County Schools has put out a warning. What the challenge is that kids are bringing in bottles of hot sauce and drinking it straight from the bottle. And so I mean, there's been no deaths or anything, but it's just making the kids kind of sick and making them feel ill, and of course, obviously
Throat closing up.
Yeah, obviously uncomfortable. But so teachers Bath County School has asked parents to please check their kids' backpacks and pockets before they go to school to make sure there's no hot sauce bottles.
Condiments.
So I told Ashley, I said, I want to do this, and I thought I had a little packet of Taco Bell Diablo sauce in my car.
I'm glad you didn't.
I love hot sauce.
Well, that's all well and fine.
And honestly, the hotter the better.
And I get indigestion just thinking about it.
And I was going to do a challenge and say, okay, Ashley, here's what we'll do. We'll do a challenge, and I'll just say, okay, we'll do this, and you tell me you go first. And when I go, you go, okay, I give up.
Yeah, you win.
You win. And I couldn't find this packet of Diablo sauce. I'm sure I had it, man. I wanted to do it.
Well, if I went to go root around, I could probably find some here at the cave. I'm not a big sauce guy. So when I go pick food up, it's, do you want any sauce? No, we're good. And I get home and my wife is, where's the sauce? I didn't get any. So that's been not a battle, but a point of conversation, shall we say. So I was at a fast food Mexican drive-through window, and I made our order, and I had to write it down to make sure I got everything right, like all good husbands would do, so they'll screw up their wife's dinner order. And
Yeah.
I was at the window, and she asked me, you want any sauce? And I said, well, yeah, my wife says I don't get enough, so just she gave me a huge bag full. So I said, all right. I came home, and I had that bag separate from the rest of the food, and he goes, you forgot the dang sauce again. And I dumped that big ass bag on the floor. I said, get what you want. And I turned and walked out. It was a huge pile. I think we wound up keeping a lot of it. Some of it's in the RV, and then the rest of it we shipped over to one of our family members was in the military, and we shipped it to him over in Afghanistan, I think, because that's the #1 recommended condiment.
Tabasco sauce, and honestly, yeah, I'll say it, Taco Bell
hot sauces. So.
And that's the thing, I do like that particular fast food restaurant, even though most Hispanic friends of mine will say, that's not Mexican food. Okay, no, I know. It's based on Mexican food. Okay, I understand that. However,
I get, and it's in a pinch.
Yeah, and there have been times when Cindy's come home, and I'll get usually she gets my order wrong. I always order the same thing. Always. Burrito Supreme, no sour cream. That's it. With Diablo sauce.
So you just took the Supreme out of the burrito.
No, because the Burrito Supreme has the lettuce and tomato and cheese.
I thought sour cream made it Supreme.
No. Sour cream, and not that I don't like sour cream, but sour cream tends to take the heat out of the sauce.
And you want the heat.
I want the heat.
You want to sweat when you eat.
Yeah. I mean, I want to enjoy the flavor and the heat. So anyway, there have been times she's come home. Oh, I got you something from Taco Bell, and opens it up, and it's like a chicken quesadilla with mild sauce. And then you got to go, thank you, honey. That was so thoughtful of you.
That's exactly what you should be saying.
I always do say that. Don't get me wrong. I always do. There was only one time when I finally looked at her and said, why can't you get my order right?
Eat this. You're eating healthy even though it's fast food drive-through. Anyway.
So kids, don't be drinking hot sauce out of the bottle, okay? I am a trained professional. You are not.
Yeah. Don't try this at home. Anyway, tomorrow, Thursday, the 19th, it's Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, it's come around already. Okay.
Yep. And then it's National Butterscotch Pudding Day.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm not a big butterscotch.
I like the butterscotch candy every once in a while. But sitting there by a big bag of it, couldn't do it.
No, since I was a kid, I was never a big butterscotch fan.
And Friday, September the 20th, is National Punch Day, and I think that means the drink.
Yeah, let's hope.
They'll be walking around punching people. And I like this, National Pepperoni Pizza Day.
I'm all aboard about that. Like I said, last week was National Cheese Pizza Day.
Yeah.
Throw some pepperoni.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
on board.
I'll eat pepperoni out of the bag.
Oh yeah.
Saturday, September the 21st is National Pecan Cookie Day. I can get into that.
The only pecans I've never. Let me turn these headphones around real quick. That wire was bugging me. The only pecans I've never really like walnuts or pecans, but I do love pecan sandies.
Yeah,
You know those cookies.
Oh yeah, oh
I
yeah.
love those things.
Those are really good.
I can eat bags full of those.
It's also Miniature Golf Day, and that is right up there on a list of things I'm just not gonna do. I like this one. Batman Day.
I am Batman.
Now let me ask you a question. Seriously, have you ever seen me and Batman in the same room at the same time?
I have not. So that
There,
means
I have nothing else to
there
say.
you go. I was about to put two and two together, but now you've confirmed it.
And it's also International Coastal Cleanup Day. We've done that before, Dee and I.
Yeah.
I've gone out
I've
and do
gone down the
cleanup
beach,
day.
and yeah.
Sunday, September 22nd, is Dear Diary Day and National Ice Cream Cone Day.
Okay, we can get behind that.
And then Monday is National Great American Pot Pie. I love pot pies.
I
And
do
there's a
too.
brand that we get here, and they're just really, really good to do in a pinch.
Oh yeah.
And there's a trick to it. Take you a small strip of aluminum and wrap the crust so it doesn't burn while you cook it in the oven.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. There you go.
And then it's also National Go With Your Gut Day.
I've been doing that way too much lately.
Tuesday, the 24th, is National Punctuation Day. Don't let your semicolons. And then National Cherries Jubilee Day. Next Wednesday is National Comic Book Day, National Daughters Day, and National Lobsters Day.
Oh, there you go. I
And to
can
go
really get
along
behind
with National Lobster Day, it's National Roadkill Day.
that. Oh, hey, you know,
And
well, surf and turf.
yep. And then finally it's going to be National One Hit Wonder Day.
Wow, you know, I've done in my radio career, I've done shows where it was just all one-hit wonders, both in country radio and in top 40 radio. I'm sorry, I'm watching this little lizard right in front here in Ashley's driveway.
Oh yeah.
And it's mating season.
Oh yeah.
And he's showing out, man.
Oh yeah, he's doing push-ups.
He's doing push-ups. He's got that throat thing going.
Oh yeah.
With that little,
Come to me, baby.
yeah, he's looking for a babe.
It's and then some bird to swoop down and pick him up.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
It's like being in La Vila back in the
Yeah,
day.
it sits out here. And you watch. It's amazing what you see out here. Anyway, this is In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. We'll be right back. Folks, we've been telling you about Always Sisters Co. for quite some time now. Please go follow them on their Facebook page. It's Always Sisters Co. They do tumblers, t-shirts, and coffee mugs, and here's the example of one of them. It's really, really cool. They are a family-run business that prides itself on creating personalized and custom products, from cups to t-shirts to keychains and much, much more.
They are absolutely committed to making every piece they make custom and personalized to your specifications, and they're going to make it really, really great. And I got to say again, thank you so much to Ashley and Always Sisters for my birthday presents. I absolutely love
Well, you're very
them.
welcome. That's pretty cool.
And if you'd like to see more of their products, go to their Facebook page, Always Sisters Co., and check those things out. They are absolutely amazing. And again, they will customize them to your personal specifications.
Yes, they will. And as they continue to grow, they have started to partner with other local businesses to provide work uniforms. helping them represent their brand with all the quality and care. Whether you're a new face or returning customer, they're always excited to craft that special something for you.
And right now they got a deal going on. If you purchase 2 cups, you get one. Hold on, you get the 3rd cup for $10. There
Yep.
you go. I left my old man glasses in the car. Sorry. And not only that, if you mention Rob and Ashley, you're going to get another $5 off of your order.
That is correct. And they have a booth set up at Lindsay's Furniture, and that's located right here at Panama City Beach at the base of the Hathaway Bridge at the corner of Thomas Drive, Front Beach Road. That's this Saturday, September 21st through the 22nd. Do not forget to mention Rob and Ashley for that nice discount, and go look at all the different products that they do have to offer. You will thoroughly enjoy and be satisfied with your purchase. From around the globe, from across the nation, from your state, possibly from your city or from your own street. It's Odd News of the Week you may have missed and may want to know about it, or maybe not.
Or maybe not, but we're going to tell you anyway.
That's right.
So there.
Try to wrap your head around this one because I had a hard time.
Okay.
Now, Rob and I had a discussion the other day. I just read the headlines and the first couple of sentences, so I really don't know. I don't read the full story.
Right.
So I don't practice and I don't read, so this is all kind of to me too. Last week, a 63-year-old man walked into a New York City hospital with what he expected to be a routine check on a hip pain that he had from a fall. Upon receiving an x-ray, doctors discovered that he was in fact suffering from a exceedingly rare condition of penile ossification.
And it affected his hip?
Well, he thought it was a hip, but it showed up in the x-ray. In the initial x-ray, doctors were looking for fractures in the patient's hip area. The man had fallen on the sidewalk. Instead, they made an alarming and incredibly rare diagnosis. The man's penis was built up with bone-like calcification. Knew he was suffering from penile ossification.
I have never heard of that in my life.
Neither have I. That's a true meaning of
Rare.
boner.
Yeah.
Can I say that? I just
I
did.
guess you just did.
As the doctors describe it, there was evidence of extensive plaque-like calcification along the expected distribution of the penis area. Essentially, calcium salts had accumulated in the soft tissue along his penile shaft. As per the urology case report, the patient showed no other symptoms typical of his condition, such as discharge or swelling.
Oh.
That's probably going to be enough of that one.
Oh, wow. We just said the word boner.
Boner.
but in this case, it is
is.
a medical diagnosis.
So, yeah, it is. I looked it up. It's a very rare condition. Guy's always ready. Doesn't need a Viagra.
Yeah. Just make sure he rolls over on the right side so his
Well,
doesn't
hey,
hurt.
guess what? He'll never fall out of bed.
Oh, there you go.
Kickstand.
Yeah, kickstand, man. Oh man, I have not ever heard of such
Well,
a
there
thing.
you go. Now
In my-
you have. You
in
heard
my-
it first, right here in the beer cave.
In my now 60 years, I have never heard of a thing.
Thousands of bricks of heroin were found in Pittsburgh Wednesday afternoon, according to public safety. Police were called after a person found a suitcase which appeared to be filled with narcotics. When detectives arrived and patrol officers arrived, they determined the suitcase contained bricks of heroin. Near the suitcase, authorities say they found a backpack which also appeared to have heroin in similar packaging. Units were called to process the evidence, which later tallied up to be 4,688 bricks of heroin. An investigation into where the heroin came from is now on, and how it ended up in the area is still being investigated. My guess is, off the top of my head, somebody's in trouble.
Yeah, no, just tell them it was a construction project. That's why we had bricks. That's why there 4,000 bricks. What do? You build a house, and we're building a shed out back. And I didn't know it was made of heroin.
But another, to go along with the other medical story, America's #1 condom is under fire over claims that they contain toxic, forever chemicals that are unfit for their intended purpose.
That's why you should never use a condom. Just kidding.
Claims have been put forward by the plaintiff Matthew Goodman in a proposed class action lawsuit filed in Manhattan on Monday against the manufacturing company Church and Dwight. Goodman said that the independent lab testing of the Trojan ultra-thin condoms revealed the presence of organic fluoride, which is a possible indicator of forever chemicals.
Yeah, but your teeth will be white and bright.
Yeah.
It's chewing like bubblegum, I guess.
PFAS, which stands for per and polyfluorinated alkali substances, are a class of chemicals that can be found in a range of everyday products, from toilet paper to food packaging, cosmetics, and dental floss. Wow, you can't do anything these days.
Yeah.
Nicknamed forever chemicals, these compounds break down very slowly over time and stick around in their surrounding environment. Okay. One more thing for you ladies to be worried about.
You get a good flossing.
The widespread nature of these chemicals is concerning, as numerous studies have found associations between PFAS exposure and increased blood cholesterol and pressure, reduced immunity, reproductive issues, and an increase of certain cancers. Now, don't condoms prevent reproductive issues? Well, apparently these chemicals do it for you.
Yeah. It's a double whammy.
Double whammy. Good grief. From Missouri, a small Missouri city must deplete its bank accounts except for enough money to keep the police force intact. That's to pay a judgment that found it violated a resident's First Amendment right and the Missouri's Sunshine Law. A court ruled it last week. Phelps County Circuit Judge John Beggar directed Edgar Springs to pay $47,886 immediately, put a tax increase on the November ballot, and dedicated all general revenue of more than $2,500 a month to satisfy the $79,716 judgment entered in December of 2023. Whereas here a court of record has issued a judgment against a municipality, the municipality has both a legal and moral obligation to pay its debt, as long as there is no limitation on the municipality's ability to pay those debts. In 2023, Berger found that Edgar Springs, a town of 2,000 in South Phelps County, had attempted to intimidate and silence Miss Rebecca Varney by banning her from City Hall for 4 years and holding several closed meetings with businesses that should have been conducted in public.
I was going to say $98,000 judgment or $99,000.
That's a lot.
Well, that's a lot, but not for a municipality. When you said 2,000 people,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Why did it say why they banned her from?
Varney, a longtime resident of the community, began looking into city finances after receiving a traffic ticket in 2018. She was concerned that the town's police force was using traffic offenses as a means of generating revenue and began visiting City Hall frequently to review documents. Varney also circulated a petition for state audit of the city, which found numerous problems, including sunshine law violations and financial management issues.
Aha.
The
All
city
right.
had filed appeal, but it got dropped in March.
Wow. So yeah, one person made a little bit of a difference.
A little bit of a
Yeah,
difference.
just saying. You know, government corruption doesn't go all the way to the top. It starts
I
at the
know.
bottom.
Starts
sometimes.
way to go, ma'am.
Yep.
And a 24-year-old Missouri woman has filed a $25,000 lawsuit Friday, calling a local cop a sexual voyeur and predator of the worst kind over what she said was a traffic stop that turned into an invasion of privacy.
Was this the guy who said, "Show me your bra"?
No.
Oh, okay.
The plaintiff in the lawsuits are identified only as Jane and John Doe, a married couple living in Florissant, who have several children. They sued Florissant Police Department and an officer identified only as Joe Smith, who true identity they do not know and who the department says is no longer employed as a police officer. According to the complaint, Smith runs amok in the city, victimizing people like Jane Doe. The filing details a series of events that occurred in February when Smith pulled over Jane Doe over a traffic stop due to a broken tail light. The officer allegedly asked Doe if she had insurance, and Officer Smith told the plaintiff that she needed to pull up proof of insurance on her phone and show it to him, which is allowed by a lot of states nowadays. You can have a digital insurance card.
Sure.
I still carry a paper card because you
Right,
never know.
right,
Some jurisdiction, you never know which ones. Anyway, Doe said that when she unlocked her phone to show her insurance, the officer abruptly took her phone back to his police vehicle without her consent, unlocked or turned off the Bluetooth feature so her phone in her car would disconnect, and scanned her photographs that she had taken for her husband. That is yet to be determined.
Here is a couple of pieces of advice. First of all, if you do take photographs for your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whomever, there is an app called a photo vault.
Yes.
That you can
go
save
lock 'em
those
up.
in, and you can lock them up, and they cannot be scanned.
Yeah.
They cannot be, so that would do that. Second of all, and once you have that done, and I've heard about this. I've never had to use this, but you can actually once you have them loaded into this photo vault, then you delete them from your gallery.
From the gallery? Okay.
So that nobody can scan them, nobody can.
It's almost kind of like the password safe. That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
That I have, because every password you keep is different, and I can't keep up with all that.
Yeah. Well, the photo
Same
vault
thing.
actually,
That's
I think
That's a good idea.
I think the app that I do have or had does have a password
That's a good idea.
feature
Yeah.
on it too.
Cool.
So it's not just a photo vault, and it could be anything like like a lot of people. I keep a copy of my my driver's license on it.
Oh, I keep that in a favorites folder. I keep all my driver's license front and back.
Right. Social security card.
Yep, and my not my social security card, just my driver's license. And then I keep a picture of all my pistols, serial numbers.
Yeah. Right.
That way I can get to them pretty quick. Going, yep, here they are. So.
But I keep that. But I do keep that in the photo vault.
That's
I don't
that's a
keep
good
it
idea.
on my gallery, so nobody can easily.
I'm gonna have
access
to go. Yeah, I have to go check that out. That's a good idea. A DoorDash driver making a Panera Bread delivery near Pearland claims he was shot at by a man on a horse blocking cars on a county road near Vashon, but was still able to make the delivery anyway.
Would he forget the bread bowl or what?
I don't know. They said, I'm just going to paraphrase, it's a pretty big story. What happened was, in a rural area, and a group of buddies were out riding their horses, blocking the whole road, and they backing up cars. And every time cars tried to go around, they would move the horses and block the road. But I guess they didn't want cars driving down their dirt road in a rural area. So things got heated, and this guy tried to make his delivery, and he finally made it, but he got shot at. Bullet pierced his seat.
Oh, wow.
Went through the trunk, pierced his seat, and then to kick it all off, DoorDash is investigating him and may suspend him because it took him 3.5 hours to make the delivery.
Geez. Oh, come on. But look, somebody doesn't like chicken noodle soup that badly, they're going to shoot at you?
Yeah. I don't know what. I think it's just a group of idiots on horseback wanting to be bigger idiots.
We call that redneck.
It's redneck.
We're rednecking.
I don't know why I couldn't get in on this, but customers at a billion-dollar bank say they were shocked after a worthless trip to their ATM. More than a dozen people received fake $100 bills marked for motion picture purposes and in props we trust. When they visited an Independence Bank ATM in Providence, Kentucky, among the victims was Tiffany Vo, who withdrew 400 of the $100 bills and realized the money is phony when she tried to go spend it. I always look at my money in front of that camera at the ATM, and that way, like, it's supposed to be 100. Here's 20, 40, 68, 100. That way, there's some kind of video.
Yeah.
So if I walk in there, hey, I only got 80, go look at the records. Anyway, it just wasn't me. Several people that went to that bank pulled out hundreds. It was just the hundreds came out in other than real money.
I've not had an ATM dispense me hundreds. I've always had 20s.
I've never seen an ATM to do hundreds.
Yeah,
ever.
me either. Yeah.
But apparently the one in Providence, Kentucky, will give you a $100 bill.
Stay away from that one.
Yep. Anyway, this happened over Labor Day weekend. The bank did make it right, and the Independent Bank currently boasts that they have more than $3 billion in assets. No word as to how the funny money got in there, but I'm going to assume that the vendor that ensures that one ATM is serviced is under investigation.
Yeah. We've got $3 billion in assets. Can't spend a dime of
Can't
it.
spend a damn dime.
But I'll tell you what, we can make a movie.
This is In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. We'll be right back. The opinions expressed on this show are just our own and not of any of the social media or broadcast platforms we are on, nor any of its advertisers. We do not endorse any one person or any agenda. This is Beach Bums Media in the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. And coming up next, it's political news by the Equal Opportunity Offender and brought to you by the Stark Naked Truth. Here is Just Plain Rob.
So this week, let's go ahead and talk about the obvious. Another attempt on Donald Trump's life.
The elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
I guess that would be safe to say, wouldn't it?
Yes, not just the symbol of the GOP, the elephant, but also the elephant in the room. A second attempt on Donald J. Trump's life. This one was thwarted early, thanks to a very observant Secret Service agent.
Yes.
Again, Secret Service is under scrutiny again because why didn't they sweep this perimeter? They knew he was going to be golfing. This was a very accessible area where press goes to take pictures of the president or former president as he's golfing on his golf course in West Palm Beach. They got the guy. He actually ran, got into his car. Some very astute citizen had taken a picture of the vehicle.
Of the tag.
And
some photo readers. Those are pretty cool little devices, and if for some of you that don't know about those, they're really cool. It's a overgrown set of binoculars and they're optical lenses and they're thick, and they can read 1,000 license plate in a second.
Oh, wow.
I mean, so
I didn't know that.
some officers, some municipalities have those on their trunk decks on their cars. So if you're on a 5-lane road, like you've got a center turn lane, an officer can sit there and read coming and going traffic tags, and it'll display on his computer in his car. It'll come up showing something's wrong with that tag. There's an irregularity about it. Wrong tag, insurance, stolen. Be on the lookout for anything like that pretty quick. Anyway, continue on.
So anyway, a lot of discussion has been going on. I find it a bit amusing yet disturbing as to how one side analyzes the situation in that, well, he's bringing it on himself. Because if he wasn't so, if his rhetoric wasn't so toxic, people wouldn't want this to happen to him. And on the other hand, I'm thinking, why would anybody want this to happen to anybody anyway? And why, why are you blaming it on the person rather than on the person who's actually trying to do harm?
To commit this act.
And so Ashley and I have talked about this before, about the rhetoric on both sides. It has gotten so far out of hand to the point where attempts are being made on somebody's life. Now, if roles were reversed and it were the other side being targeted, I would feel the same exact way. The same exact way. Just get over yourselves. Something is going wrong. Something has gone wrong. There's an Aerosmith song. And I'm a big fan of Aerosmith, but there's a song they came out with called Living on the Edge.
Yeah.
And one of the lyrics, the very first time I heard this song, I thought this is one of the most profound statements I had ever heard in a rock song, especially. The lyric is, there's something wrong with the world today. Let's see, I'm now going to think of something wrong with the world today. There's something
there is
that ain't
something
right.
wrong with the world today.
We're seeing, and the other part is, we're seeing things in a different way, and God knows it ain't His. And that is, to me, that was so profound. Mm-hmm. That we are a nation that needs to be back grounded spiritually, and it. I say this from a Judeo-Christian standpoint because I am a Protestant evangelical preacher's kid. I know you are as well. Mm-hmm. But I mean, when I say this, I mean it from, I don't care what religion, denomination you are. It is time for right-minded people. When I say right-minded, I don't mean conservative or whatever. I mean people who are thinking in their correct, sane minds to stop and say, we need to do something about this. Is gun control the answer? No, because what that's gonna open up is just more doors for more people to carry guns that don't need to be carrying guns.
Exactly.
Does it need it? Do we need speech shut down? No. It's the open and open and free exchange of ideas and debate. That is what is healthy. Not shutting everybody down and not taking pot shots at somebody because you don't like him.
Let's just take, conversations need to take place.
Absolutely. Rational conversations.
Now, there's been a lot of information coming out about this guy. His name escapes my mind right now, but every day there's
Ryan
something.
Wesley Rausch.
Anyway, there's new information coming out about him every day, trying to piece things together. Why? Trying to figure it out. I don't know if they're getting it from his family, his neighbors, or if he's being interviewed, or even if he's talking. But he was big on this Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
And my first thought that I told you, I said, well, he wanted the war in Ukraine to end. We all do, but nobody wants to put it to an end quicker than the one of the candidates, and the guy was shooting at the wrong candidate.
Yeah. Well,
But-
here's something I did find out, that he actually did go to Ukraine.
I did read that he did go over there, and he was recruiting soldiers for them.
And they actually kicked him out because they said he was too dangerous.
Yep, I did read that. I did
So
read that.
we have a guy who has some extreme mental illness problems.
He's okay. He's out there.
He's out there.
So-
But okay,
At least he didn't do any harm to anybody to that day, last Saturday,
but let's
and he won't do any harm to anybody else.
let's get beyond the conspiracy theories as well, please, because I'm hearing a lot of that. Is in fact one international leader, I won't mention who it is or what country he's from, but he said they've tried to shut him up, they tried to prosecute and convict him, and now they're trying to kill him. And that came from an international,
Oh, wow.
global leader. So, but again, I don't want to go on any conspiracy.
Right. No. We don't need to do that. But
There is no need for that. What we need to say though is, okay, folks, please, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time, and I will say this, and I hesitate to say this, but I'm going to say it. This is something that God has been putting on my heart. It is time for God's people to rise up. It is time for God's people to stand up, speak out, rise up, be heard, because if we don't, we're going to get worse and worse. It's time. God is calling His church as a whole to rise up right now.
all right. Amen, brother.
And that's just my opinion, though opinions and the views stated on this particular segment are not necessarily those of our podcast platforms or their advertisers or even ours. Just my opinion, so there.
Nah. This is In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. We'll be right back. Now, the stories you're about to hear are true. The names have not been changed, and all persons are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. It's time for Idiots in Jail.
I think Ashley thought I was going to have a prayer meeting there for a second.
Nah, it's all good. Now, this is an update from an update of a story that we did several weeks ago. For the second time in 2 years, a Florida woman has been arrested for a dildo-related domestic battery.
It's not an episode of In the Beer Cave until there's an adult toy involved. Or nudity, one of the two.
Chelsea White, who is 35, and her boyfriend were in the kitchen about to eat when the man discovered that his missing glass dildo was inside White's backpack.
Wait, his missing.
That's what it says right there. I highlighted it just to make sure I got it right. I did have to read that twice.
Oh, please.
During the 11 p.m. tussle, White and the 35-year-old victim exchanged assorted blows. After the pair briefly separated, the man told cops White began hitting him after he went to go grab the backpack. White was standing in the kitchen and threw the glass product at her boyfriend. The product missed its target, instead hitting a door and waking up the couple's child.
Oh, now there's a child involved.
While subsequently grabbing the bag and walking away from the property, she was located hours later and arrested for domestic battery. When questioned by the deputies about the recent confrontation, the victim said that White was arrested in the past for a similar incident when they got into an altercation over a dildo. Now, White subsequently was found guilty of battery and sentenced to 12 months probation.
You sure there were batteries involved?
Yeah. And was ordered to pay about $800 in fines and court fees.
Dildo gonna be a chemical there?
I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around
His.
his glass.
Oh my goodness, Lord.
It's getting tougher and
I
tougher. to
think
find,
I can just see the verbiage on this restraining order.
folks. Can you picture the poor judge? He's got to sit up there in a black robe and keep a straight
Keep a
face.
straight
for this
face.
Yeah. And I don't know how many court adjournments or recesses they had to take, so the courtroom deputies could step back.
Sidebar, Your Honor.
Sidebar.
No.
What's in the picture, Your Honor? We're going to need something a little stronger.
Recess for martinis right now.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Madison police are attempting to discover the identity of a nude man who law enforcement officers say attempted to steal a patrol car last Thursday afternoon after a string of incidences along a busy highway. The incident occurred about 1:35 when police from Madison and Huntsville responded to multiple 911 calls in the area on Alabama 72 West and Promenade Point Parkway. Calls from Madison Bowling Center, a Burger King, a Walmart, and Mr. Car Wash reported a nude man trying to enter people's vehicles, breaking windows, and assaulting people. Callers also reported the man was possibly dragged by a vehicle after trying to enter it while it was occupied.
That had to hurt.
Oh, that's a legal part.
Got some road rash there going on.
Madison police arrived on the scene and made contact with the man on Promenade Point Parkway. According to the police, the unidentified man attempted to enter and steal the officer's patrol car, and then the officers used force to detain the man.
Oh, I'm thinking taser.
I'm thinking I know where they were going
I
for.
know what they're aiming for.
Huntsville police are investigating the alleged crimes that occurred prior to the officers arriving. Madison police arrested the man for attempted theft of a police vehicle and other alleged public order crimes. He was transported to the Huntsville Hospital for a medical treatment and will be jailed upon his release. The man's identity is still being verified. Duh. He didn't have a wallet, y'all.
Well, yeah.
He didn't have a phone with a picture of his driver's license in it.
This is like, what are we treating this gentleman for? Road rash and an electrical burn.
Oopsie. I don't even know if I'm going to save this to next week. I got it. You can't go from a naked guy stealing a patrol car to a guy with a cucumber.
Well, we've gone from a glass dildo.
We're going to save the
to a
cucumber
naked
story
guy.
next week.
And
So there you go. There's a little teaser.
I can't take much more of this. This is awesome.
We're going to do that one next week. So just remember that.
Okay.
That was a good segue into that, but we're going to hang on to it.
First thing, next week, Ashley, I want to hear the cucumber story.
Yes, you will hear it. Be sure to Google us, Beach Bums Media, or In the Beer Cave with Rob and Ashley. And if you like us, please, on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and push that subscribe button down there. Please do not be afraid to share any YouTube or post or link that you see. And if you would like to become a sponsor, an advertiser, or anything, give us a call, 850-588-9275. Or you can email me here at the studio, beachbumsmedia@gmail.com. We do accept tips. If you'd like to do so, it's at Beach Bums Media through Venmo. And our Cash App is $ Beach Bums Media. Everything is appreciative. Once again, our after the show party, which is going to start in a few minutes. So we got to go finish that dildo story. Is going to be sponsored by Sharks Sports Bar on Sudeth Place in Parker, Florida, and on Saturday night, go check them out. It's Big Chip Karaoke Night.
Chip does a great job. I've been to Chip's karaoke on many occasions. He's a good guy. He's a lot of fun to have.
Go check him out.
VJ for you. He's really cool. So, and by the way, if you are a manufacturer of adult toys, we would love to have you as a sponsor.
Because apparently
they're all over the place.
And hey, we can put a. I was thinking Trojan column on it. Maybe not. Yeah, that's it, folks. Thanks for hanging out.
That's about enough. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for stopping by.